was mentioning, and you were talking about how you have to about expressing under the mask, expressing through the makeup, and the challenge of doing that in addition to the stunt work. Like as the example of when the shed is dropped on you,
right? That
you have that you're able to express in that moment just before it falls on you. And then you said I'll let you tell.
I had no idea. The roof that came down on my head, the porch, I had no idea it was going to hit me as hard as it did. So once the contact was made, there was no acting involved. But up until that point, you know, I just always found that you have to exaggerate everything when you're playing a character like that to make it read. Because if you do subtle things that, as an actor, that you can do without makeup, it won't read through the prosthetics. And then you look lifeless. And I never wanted to look lifeless even if I was just standing still. That's why I developed the breathing thing with the chest heaving, and I was trying to always keep my head moving and my eyes and stuff, or my eye, I should say. And, you know, just to keep it more lifelike. And you have to exaggerate everything to make it read through all that latex.
Yeah, VIII was a good example of that when you were in the basement after you finished the mask. So.
Right, and I can remember the director saying, "You got to move that jaw more so we can see the teeth on the side," you know. And I thought I was being ridiculous with the movement, but it doesn't read that way. So, you know, subtlety doesn't work that much when you're under heavy prosthetics.
Now, I haven't had a chance for you. When you did the stunts for all the 4 films, were you coordinating all the stunts for the 4 films that you were involved in, or just the stunts that you were involved in?
Well, in Part 7 and Jason Goes to Hell, I coordinated all the stunts as well as doing them. In Jason Takes Manhattan and Jason X, they were both shot in Canada, and you are forced to have a Canadian counterpart as a stunt coordinator. So, you know, it wasn't all my control then.
Is that difficult for you when you're acting to? Someone's doing the same job that you do.
Yeah, a little bit. When it didn't seem necessary,
since
you
have all
know,
the experience.
Not only the experience of coordinating the stunts, but also performing them as that character. Yeah, it was a little bit strange, but that's how it works when you shoot in Canada.
So, what are you mentioned before, your top 5 kills?
Okay, Sleeping Bag.
Sleeping Bag. Oh, is it in any particular order? Or
it's in pretty much my favorite order.
Okay.
Sleeping Bag being number 1. Frozen Head from Jason X. You know, there's other ones that I haven't really pinpointed where they should go, but I've just enjoyed the kills themselves. Are punching the guy's head off.
Jason goes to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah, right off that.
Punching his head off the building, and you know, then there's it's not a Jason kill, but you know, the couple kills from Hatchet are up in my top 5 too, ripping the jaw apart, and you know, the belt sander to the face probably is there too, from Hatchet.
So do you have something coming up that we should be aware of?
I'm doing a movie called Old Habits Die Hard, where I run a funeral home and keep myself in business by killing people.
Oh, and you're the lead in that?
One of them, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
And we're waiting to do the sequel to Hatchet.
Now, Old Habits Die Hard. I mean, do you know much about the role? Or how is it different from some of the other?
Not too different.
No, not too different?
Not too different. Guy who likes to kill people, but like I said, in this case, he does it to keep his family in business.
We do see you in this film?
I do have a mask, though.
Oh, okay.
Or something to conceal my face, and but there's a lot more dialogue to the character outside of the killing, so that's what I've been trying to do more of.
Focusing on that.
Yeah.
So Jason X, is actually one of my favorite of your films. Completely different direction. And completely different look. I mean, what did you think when they approached you with this?
Well, you know, I'm not really a big sci-fi fan, and that's what it seemed like it was going to be. But you know, there's only so much I could say. It's either I play the character, or I complain too much and they find somebody else. So, you know, I was happy to do it again. I just tried to make Jason, even though the location was different, make him consistent with what I had done before.
What did you think? I mean, the Jason X costume, did it affect your performance in any way, or did you like it? I mean, I liked how it looked. Sharp. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I liked how it looked,
your
but
input on that.
I tried to make him even a little more invincible once I was in the Uber Jason costume. But you know, still wanted to keep somewhat of the same feeling that I had always done.
All right, and yeah, I just wanted to. You're open to working with all, you know, different filmmakers.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever work on a Victor Juliet movie?
That's not funny.
What did I ever? This is your fault. It's all your fault. I don't know how, but it's your fault. Hey, don't walk away! Get back here! Now, I'm not proud of what I did, but I'm not ashamed either. As an independent filmmaker, I just don't have the same resources as big studios. Hollywood isn't willing to take the risks I do. Because I won't bow to the demands of studios, I am forced to make sacrifices. My cast and crew work 12-hour days for little to no pay. We shoot without permits. I personally have to lie, cheat, and steal just to get my films made. But I don't care what it takes. In this business, the end justifies the means.
Whether it's for your kid or from when you were a kid, Cloud City Comics has it all for the newest and most unique collection of comics, action figures, anime, and Godzilla. Check out the selection here. Only Cloud City Comics has the most original toys and Hello Kitty merchandise found in New York State. Cloud City Comics. Now open on Erie Boulevard in DeWitt. We're totally serious about you having fun.